Traveling the world is supposed to be exciting, even luxurious at times, but for some Turkish Airlines passengers, it's been a nightmare, and not because of delays or lost luggage. Today we're talking about something that will make your skin crawl, literally. That's right, we're diving into the shocking bedbug stories that have been making headlines and what they mean for the airline industry. Buckle up folks, because this ride is going to get bumpy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, imagine this. You bought your flight, settle into your seat, and start planning which movie you're going to watch. And then you see it, a tiny creepy crawler right there on your seat. Gross, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to 36-year-old Patience Titcombe from Phoenix. Bedbugs, what are they? Well, lucky for you, I had experience staying at a hotel infested by one. So before we jump in, let us say hello to these little crawlies. These little guys are tiny parasitic insects that feed on blood. Yep, they basically mini vampire, but they don't sparkle. They are about 5 to 7 millimeters long, which is roughly the size of an apple seed. And they are reddish brown. After they feed, they get a bit plumper and even darker in color. So if you ever see one and think, is that a bed bug? Just remember, apple seed size, flat, and creepy. Now, let's talk about where they like to hang out. Bedbugs love cozy spaces close to their food source, which, unfortunately, is you. They'll hide in mattress seams, box springs, bed frames, and even behind your headboard. If they're feeling adventurous, they'll branch out to your couch, your carpet, or even behind your wallpaper. Basically, anywhere with a crack or crevice is fair game for these little invaders. Let us break down their life cycle, because knowing this helps you understand how infestations happen so fast. It all starts with the eggs. Female bedbugs can lay up to 500 eggs in their lifetime. That's a lot of potential bedbugs. These eggs are tiny, about the size of a grain of salt, and they are sticky, so they are hard to spot and even harder to remove. After about a week, these eggs hatch into nymphs. Nymphs are baby bedbugs. They're translucent and super small, but they grow darker and bigger as they molt, and once they hit adulthood, the cycle starts all over again without intervention. Their population can explode in a matter of weeks. Now here's the part where nobody likes to think about: how they feed. Bedbugs are nocturnal feeder, meaning they'll wait until you're fast asleep to strike. They're attracted to the carbon dioxide you exhale and your body heat. Once they find a good spot, they use their specialized mouthparts to pierce your skin and suck your blood. And the craziest part, they inject an anesthetic and anticoagulant to make sure you don't feel a thing. Talk about sneaky.
I'd love to get a shot of it going from flat and brown to...
Oh, if you want to do that, put it on the arm. You can see.
Which meant I had a decision to make. Okay, I'll do it. For science, we're gonna make a brown bedbug red.
So average feeding time is about 5 to 10 minutes.
I feel like I'm at the Red Cross here. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh.
No, it's start feeding.
It's already feeding?
Yeah, it's feeding.
So right now I feel nothing.
So you're not very reacting to the bites.
The butt's sticking up in the air now.
Yes.
Wow, yeah, it's getting bigger. And there's just something about seeing another organism steal your blood that sharpens the focus and leads one to start pondering some questions that probably should have been pre-pondered.
So, if you wake up with red, itchy welts that look like a line or a cluster, it's time to check for bedbugs. Sorry, but better to know than to keep getting bitten, right? How can you tell if you have bedbugs? Well, here are some signs to watch for. First, look for rusty or reddish stains on your sheets or mattress. These are from crushed bedbugs. Gross, but true. Second, you might see tiny dark spots, which are actually the droppings. Third, check for shed skins or eggshells in mattress seams or cracks. And finally, if you notice a weird musty odor, that could be bedbug scent glands. Yeah, they've got a smell and it's not pleasant. If you're not sure, grab a flashlight and inspect the seams of your mattress. It's like playing hide and seek, but you really don't want to find anything. While bedbug bites don't spread disease, they can still cause problems. Some people have mild reactions, while others get severe itching or allergic response. But it's not just physical. Bedbugs can take a serious toll on your mental health. Insomnia, anxiety, and stress are common when you're dealing with an infestation. And honestly, who wouldn't lose a little sleep knowing these guys are crawling around? It's enough to make anyone freak out. If you do find bedbugs, Don't panic, but don't wait either. Start by washing and drying all your bedding and clothes on high heat. Vacuum thoroughly, especially around your bed and furniture. Seal up cracks and crevices to limit hiding spots. And for severe infestations, call in a professional exterminator. They have the tools and expertise to get the job done right. Trust me, this is not a DIY situation. Bedbugs are tough little survivors, and professional help is worth every penny. Now back to the story. Patience, being the quick thinker she is, snapped a photo of the bug and called over a flight attendant. Now here's where it gets frustrating. The attendant disposed of the bug, but apparently shrugged off her concerns. Patience was understandably worried. What if she brought bedbugs home to her kids? No parent wants that kind of stress. What's worse, when she reached out to Turkish Airlines to report the incident, they denied everything. Despite her having photographic evidence, it's like adding insult to injury, right? And unfortunately, Patience isn't the only one with a story like this. Let's fast forward to October. Matthew Myers, a 28-year-old passenger flying from Istanbul to San Francisco, had an experience that sounded like something out of a horror movie. Matthew says he was mid-flight when the passenger next to him tapped him on the shoulder. Why? To point out bedbugs. They were crawling on the seats and, wait for it, falling from the ceiling. Yep, you heard that right. Falling from the ceiling. Multiple passengers on that flight were so freaked out that they asked to move seats. One person even ended up sitting in the flight attendant's jump seat. Imagine being stuck on a long-haul flight with bugs literally raining down on you. Nightmare feel, am I right? Oh, and it gets better. 3 weeks later, Kristin Bourgeois, a science teacher living in Malaysia, found bedbugs on a Turkish Airlines flight from Washington DC to Istanbul. Before the plane even took off, she spotted bugs on her blanket and pillow, and by the end of the flight, she had 13 bite marks all over her body. Kristin, like Patience, documented everything, but when she reached out to Turkish Airlines, they didn't exactly roll out the red carpet. They wanted a stamped and signed medical report before they even considered investigating. Talk about jumping through hoops. Now, let's talk about how Turkish Airlines has handled these complaints. Spoiler alert, not great. For Matthew Myers, they offered a 10% discount on future travel, a whole 10%. Kristin Bourgeois, they dangled 5,000 frequent flyer miles, but only if she could provide that medical report. And Patience, her claims were flat out denied. It's almost like they're hoping passengers will just give up and move on. Now, Turkish Airlines says their planes undergo deep cleaning every 21 days and general cleaning before every flight. But aviation expert Rob Chuck explains that dealing with bedbugs on plane is a whole different ballgame. Treating an airplane for bedbugs involves taking it out of service, moving it to a maintenance base, and essentially bug bombing it. This process can take 2 to 5 days and cost up to 125 grand. For airlines running tight schedules, it's a logistical and financial headache. Bedbugs aren't just an airline problem, they are a global travel issue. Remember the Paris bedbug outbreak during the Fashion Week in 2023? They were found on public transit, in hotels, and even in movie theaters. South Korea also launched a nationwide prevention campaign that same year. These little pests are sneaky. They hide in mattresses, carpets, and luggage, hitching ride whenever they can, and once they set up camp, getting rid of them is a nightmare. At the end of the day, bedbugs on planes are a wake-up call for the airline industry. Turkish Airlines and others need to step up their game. Passengers deserve a clean and safe flying experience. Plain and simple. And that's it for today's video. But what do you think? Should airlines face stricter regulations when it comes to infestations like this? Or is this just one of those risks we take when we travel? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, hit the dislike button. Don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching. As usual, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.